2025 has been littered with jaw-dropping missed calls at the plate, pitches clearly off the zone called strikes, or meatballs down the middle called balls. That's all part of the reason why MLB is rolling out ABS, the Automated Ball Strike Challenge System, in 2026. Today we'll walk through how ABS works and show you real 2025 examples. Games, pitches, counts, the ones that deserve a challenge. Let's get into it. ABS, which stands for Automated Ball Strike Challenge System, is not a full robot umpire. Instead, it's a challenge system. Human umpires still make the initial call. If the pitcher, catcher, or batter wants to dispute it, they can tap their helmet or cap immediately, triggering the ABS review. Here are the key rules of the ABS system. Each team will get 2 challenges and can keep them if they're successful. Challenges can only be initiated by a pitcher, catcher, or batter, and the request must come right after the pitch. To signal a challenge, the pitcher, catcher, or batter will tap his hat or helmet to let the umpire know. Extra innings. If you enter with 0 challenges, you get 1. The strike zone is fixed. 17 inches wide. The vertical bounds are defined relative to batter height. The call is made at the midpoint of the plate. In spring training tests, it took umpires approximately 13 seconds to review calls that were challenged with the ABS system. ABS has already been tested in the minors, in spring training, and even in the 2025 All-Star Game. Now, let's shift from theory to the messy reality of 2025 missed calls.
If you guys want to make money making MLB picks, Underdog Fantasy is the perfect place for you. All you have to do is select higher or lower on your favorite MLB picks, put them into a lineup, and win some money if they hit. Underdog constantly has promos running all throughout the MLB season and the playoffs, and new users who play $5 using code RIPIT get up to $50 in bonus credits, win or lose. So download Underdog Fantasy using code RIPIT and let's win some money during the playoffs.
In 2025, there were several games and pitches that became infamous among fans and analysts. Example 1. Buckner's infamous 28 missed calls. On June 22, 2025, umpire C.B. Bucknor missed a season-high 28 ball strike calls in the St. Louis vs. Cincinnati game. Bucknor was ranked 84th out of 89 umpires that season in accuracy. Imagine, even if just 6 to 8 of those mistakes occurred in 3-ball or 2-strike counts, ABS challenges could have reversed critical strikeouts or walks, shifting momentum or final runs. Final score that day was Cardinals 6, Reds 5, a 1-run margin. That game is a perfect illustration of how narrow calls matter. Example 2, Brian Walsh missing a pitch right down the middle. In a July 2025 game between Baltimore Orioles and Toronto Blue Jays, Brian Walsh called a pitch a ball, even though it was right down the middle. The pitch had high visual clarity and minimal movement. The commentators were stunned.
Wait a minute. What is going on at home plate? Brian Walsh, man.
That at-bat extended, and the batter Ernie Clement eventually singled and scored, cutting the lead and changing the swing of that inning. That's exactly the kind of call ABS would have challenged and corrected. Example 3. Mass missed calls in 1 month. According to a popular Reddit post in June 2025 alone, umpires missed a whopping 4,209 calls, including 202 strikeouts on pitches that were wrongly called. Also, in July 2025, there were 3,947 missed calls. This aggregated data emphasizes that these events aren't isolated, they're systemic. Example 4. Mark Ripperger. On April 10, 2025, Mark Ripperger became just the 2nd umpire in track history to record a perfect game on ump scorecards, calling all 136 taken pitches correctly in a Twins vs. Royals game. Example 5. Umpire performance snapshots. Ump scorecards posts frequently list best and worst games called by relative accuracy. For instance, an ump scorecards post showed umpire Laz Diaz in a Brewers-Blue Jays game had 94% of calls correct, but still had impactful missed calls listed. Even high-accuracy umpires can have a call or two that decides an at-bat in a 1-run game. These examples help us see the stakes. Each pitch matters. Next, let's talk strategy, trade-offs, and potential criticisms. ABS introduces strategic tension. Here's what changes in 2026. Challenge timing. With only 2 challenges, managers must choose when to use them, early in the game or save them for 8th or 9th innings. Catcher framing loses edge. Catchers who frame balls to look like strikes on the corner are muted under ABS, since ABS applies a fixed strike zone. Pitchers pushing edges. Some pitchers may attack the border, hoping ABS corrects the umpire's misses. Umpire discipline effect. Umpires might tighten the zone or avoid calling borderline pitches to reduce being overruled. Technology risk. Cameras can malfunction or lose calibration. What if ABS fails mid-game? Pace of game. Even though average reviews were approximately 13 seconds in tests, too many challenges or replays could slow it down. Strategically, you might see more marginal pitches, more walks, and more drama around when to challenge. For example, if CB Buckner's 28 missed game had ABS, the manager might have saved a challenge for the 9th. ABS is not a silver bullet though. There are real critiques. What about system failures? If a camera is down or misaligned, you risk bogus calls or wrong challenge overturns. The strike zone definition is rigid and doesn't account for batter stance or subtle posture shifts. ABS uses the midpoint of the plate and fixed vertical bounds. Some argue it further dehumanizes the game, reducing the artistry of umpiring and subtle negotiation of the zone. Umpires might overcorrect, shifting towards safe zones to avoid being overturned. Still, the promise is that most high-leverage errors get fewer chances to decide games by mistake. Let's reframe with the examples we saw. Buckner's 28 missed game, a test case in how a single ABS intervention could have changed a one-run finish. Walsh's down the middle call, the kind of pitch that shouts for ABS review. Aggregate misses, especially 4,200 plus in a month, is proof that the problem is ongoing in today's era. Ripperger's flawless game versus others' worst games shows that human error is not evenly distributed. Ump scorecards impactful misses even in high accuracy games. No one is immune to human error. In 2026, ABS gives managers that nuclear option on calls that matter most, and arguably prevents decades of what-if debates about blown calls. What are your thoughts on the new ABS system coming to the MLB next season? Are you excited for it, or do you like the current state of umpiring? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe, hit that bell, and keep watching as we break down how pitchers, catchers, and umpires will adapt to ABS in the coming seasons.